Hi all, we'll be seeing the recap of Chapter 5, Class 10 Science, that is periodic classification of elements. As we all know that scientists have classified the elements according to the chemical property. But what is the need for the scientists to classify the elements? It's very simple, like they wanted to know more about the elements and they wanted to make the study easier. So that is why they have classified the elements. And this is the overview. The first one is Doberener triad, and the second one is Newland law of octave, and the third one is Mendeleev's periodic table. So let us see one by one. First one is Doberener triad. We all know Doberener is the first scientist who wanted to classify the elements. So he grouped the elements according to the group of three, that is triad. Now, he arranged the elements in the increasing order of atomic mass and the similarity in the chemical property. What is the law statement? That is, the arithmetic mean of the atomic mass of the first element and the third element will give you the atomic mass of the middle element. But he could identify only three triads and he could not place all the elements that was existing at that time in the form of a triad. So this is a drawback. He could identify only three triads. That is the main point. Now, just recall who's the next scientist? Yes, next scientist is Newland. He gave the law of octave. We all know that, like the musical notes, he wanted to arrange the elements in the increasing order of atomic mass and the similarity in the chemical property. And this law of octave said that the first element and the eighth element will have repetition in the chemical property. So let us see one example. Lithium's eighth element is sodium, so they both will have similarity in the property. In the same way, boron's eighth element is aluminium, so that will have the similarity in the chemical property. Same way, sodium's eighth element is potassium, and that will have similar chemical property. So now you're very clear about the law. The first element and the eighth element have similarity in the chemical property when it is arranged in the increasing order of atomic mass. Now you can see this table very well. There is no gaps in the table, and you can see there are two elements placed in the same slot. Let us see what is the drawback in Newland's table. So this law is applicable only for the lighter atomic weight elements and not for the larger atomic weight elements. So this law is very much applicable till calcium. After that, the first element is not having the similarity in the property of the eighth element. And he didn't leave any gaps in the periodic table. Only 56 elements were existed at that time, and doesn't have an opinion that there may be more elements that can be discovered later. So he didn't leave any gap. And he placed two unlike elements in the same slot. If you check the table, so he didn't leave any gap and he placed two elements in the same slot. And this law is applicable only till calcium. After that, there is no similarity between the first element and the eighth element. I think the limitations of Newland law of octave is very clear. Very good. And the next scientist is Mendeleev. He's called as father of periodic table. So this is the overview about the Mendeleev's periodic table. And let us see what he gave. So Mendeleev periodic table. So what Mendeleev did is Mendeleev taken 63 cards because 63 elements were known at the time, and he made the 63 elements to react it with oxygen and hydrogen, and he gave the conclusion about the formula of its oxides and hydrides. And based on the property of the oxide and hydrides and the formula, he arranged the elements. Now you can see there is a red color marking on the top till 8, which is called as groups. So from top to bottom, the vertical column is called as groups, and the horizontal row from left to right, this is called as periods. You can see here there are 8 groups and six periods in Mendeleev's periodic table. And you can see that there is a subgroups A and B under each group till seventh group. Now let us come back to the table again after knowing more about the periodic law and its features. Mendeleev's periodic law. The properties of the elements are the periodic functions of their atomic masses. So what does this statement says? So when the elements are arranged according to the increasing order of atomic mass, the chemical property and the physical property repeats at regular interval. That is a periodic function. Now if you just go back to the table, lithium and sodium. When the elements are arranged in the increasing order of atomic mass, there is some repetition in the properties. That is what this law states. Now, what is a feature in the Mendeleev's periodic table? See, the horizontal row are called as periods and the vertical columns are called groups. And there are six periods and eight groups in Mendeleev's periodic table. And you know that there is a subgroup A and B, which I explained now. What is a merit or what is an achievement in Mendeleev's periodic table? He left few gaps for the undiscovered element. If you see the periodic table, you can see there is a lot of gaps, and this is a gap for the subgroup A. So there are a lot of gaps in the Mendeleev's periodic table, thinking that there may be many elements in the future which will be discovered. So he left gaps for the undiscovered element. That is the greatest advantage or greatest achievement what Mendeleev did. And the second greatest achievement is he discovered the properties of the undiscovered element. So let us see what is that undiscovered element later called. So he just gave the properties of three elements, but that was not discovered at the time, and he gave the name as Ica boron, Ica aluminium, and Ica silicon. And later that was named as scandium, gallium, and germanium. So he predicted the property very much well in advanced. And the next achievement or the next merit is if noble gas was discovered later, that can be placed in the periodic table without disturbing the arrangement in the separate group. And he was able to correct the atomic mass of few elements like gold and platinum, which was given wrong before. What is the demerit of the Mendeleev's periodic table? Let us see one by one. Position of hydrogen is always in debate. That is because hydrogen resembles both alkali metals as well as halogens. So he gave the position of hydrogen just above the alkali metals, and he failed to explain that hydrogen is also resembling the alkali metals. And there are incorrect atomic mass. See, incorrect atomic mass in the sense he said that the law is according to the increasing order of atomic mass, but in certain cases, the increasing order of atomic mass is not followed. Let us see what is that pair. See, just check cobalt and nickel, tellurium and iodine. Now let us go back to the table and check what is. If you see here cobalt and nickel, this is 58.93 and this is 58.71. So the increasing order is not followed. In the same way, tellurium and iodine. Tellurium is 127 and iodine is 126.90. So the increasing order of atomic mass is not followed. That is the second demerit. And a third demerit is position of isotope because it is according to the increasing order of atomic mass. Isotopes are the same elements which have different mass. So isotopes was not given the position because isotopes was not discovered at the time. And there is no distinction between metals and non-metals.